Welcome back to Movies TV Mad. You can follow me on Twitter at Movies TV Mad. Now you know what we're here to talk about, so no bitching, no whining. You spoiled the movie for me. I want to talk about Superman in Black Adam. He's in Black Adam for about 15 to 25 seconds. The sequence is fucking sensational and it's all over the internet. If you haven't seen it, you don't have to see it until you see the movie. If you don't want it discussed, go away and come back once you've seen the movie. But it's everywhere. It's all over YouTube. I'm not going to show it because I don't want to get some copyright claim and have my channel deleted. It's not worth it. But we're going to talk about the scene and my thoughts about the scene. First of all, I have no issue with anything in that scene. It's fucking beautiful. First of all, he has the traditional comic book Christopher Reeve spitco. Again, I'm fine with this. But how can he all of a sudden look like that when he looked really different in Man of Steel, BVS, Zack Snyder's Justice League Snyder Cut? What's going on? I discussed this in a previous video yesterday. I don't think this is actually the DCEU Superman. I think this is an Elseworld Superman. There's no way this is the DCEU Superman. Again, I'm fine with this. So, where is the OG Superman from the DCEU? Clearly, something very deeper is going on here. And what do you think about that? Please comment down below. Is he the DCEU Superman? How is he wearing what he's wearing? Now, in my spoiler review of Black Adam, we'll go into where Black Adam and Superman are in that scene and why they're there and what's going on and how they got there and why Superman's there and kind of speaking to Black Adam. But that's something I won't spoil right now, but I do think it's very, very interesting. First of all, Cavill's performance in those 15 to 25 seconds is absolutely sensational. That is Superman. It feels like Superman. He's got a bit of an attitude as well in this scene. It's a very short scene to make so much of, but we're going to make so much of it because we've been waiting since 2017 for this, and it's so exciting. Kind of looks like the Justice League costume. I don't actually mind the Justice League costume. I mind Justice League itself, but not the costume that Henry's wearing. But he looks like a traditional Superman. What do I think this means? Right. Number one, I believe that The Rock and $7 Production have now got WB over a barrel. I believe that Henry Cavill will only work with $7 Production, which is the Garcia's company. So Danny Garcia is Dwayne The Rock Johnson's ex-wife. Now I think that the other guy who's her partner is either her husband or her brother, whatever. That doesn't matter for us. What this means is that The Rock and $7 Production have Zaslav and WB over a barrel, which means automatically if Henry will only work with this production company, that basically this production company could end up running the Superman portion of DC, Black Adam and Shazam. That would give them free properties, but it could get even more exciting than that. They could end up running the whole of the DC live action universe, but for sure they're already running Shazam, Black Adam, and if it's true, and I do believe it is, that Henry Cavill will only work with $7, then they've now got the IP for Superman. I think the best thing for everyone is if another company runs DC live action rather than Warner Brothers making the decisions, because Zaslav doesn't know scripted, he doesn't understand DC, and he understands he doesn't understand DC. The best thing going forward would be to hand over DC live action to people like the Garcias. Why is this important? Well, I've seen Black Adam, and when you see Black Adam, you'll understand that the people who made this film get comics. In other words, The Rock gets DC. Now, it's obvious his director had to read up about DC, but Bryan Singer didn't get DC when he did, Bryan Singer didn't understand comics or Marvel comics to be more specific when he did X-Men and X-Men 2, and they're two of the best comic book movies ever made. Black Adam is exactly what it says on the tin. It doesn't tell you it's Lawrence of Arabia, Titanic, or Braveheart. It tells you that this is an action-packed, physical, shit-kicking fest, and it's amazing. Basically, The Rock killing and kicking the living shit out of everyone. And that's why you're all going to turn up, but you're also going to turn up to see Henry Cavill's Superman. And if you haven't seen that scene, you're going to love it. There's not much of it, but enough to keep you going till the next time we see him. There's going to be so much hype. This is the billion-dollar post-credit scene. This movie now is going to make so much money because the reactions weren't hated so much. You know, there's not a lot of hate in the reactions. There's some people saying, oh, I don't like this movie. There's some people saying the script was weak, the supporting characters were weak, but they found it fun and entertaining at the same time. So I think it will just creep over a fresh rating. But listen, your reactions, critics and Access Media, and Grace Randolph, right, are irrelevant. Henry Cavill's back in a DC movie after, what, 6 years? What is it? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, well, 5 years at least. It's been a big fight to get our boy back. And we got him back. And as The Rock says, welcome home. Yes, welcome home, Henry Cavill's Superman. Daily Planet headline. Superman defeats Grace Randolph's evil scheme. Because that's what she's attempting to do all the time. It's one evil scheme after the other, isn't it, Grace? But critical reactions and people on YouTube saying shit about a DC film ain't going to cut it anymore. Because the boy is back. Henry Cavill is back. And my theory is this is not the DCEU Superman. This is a multiversal Superman. Something to do with Flashpoint and something to do with Crisis. This is definitely something to do with what happens in the Flash movie. I'm sure of it. This is not the OG Superman we saw in Man of Steel. What is going on? Theories down below. I'm so hyped and excited, I had to talk about this. So until we see each other again, goodbye, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen. And remember, like, share and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss this beautiful perfection. We will see each other again soon. There's so much more to discuss.